Thanks for joining me as we discuss together some teacher leader initiatives related to homeschool connections and SEL behavior at our site. I'm Melanie and I will be leading our presentation today. The objectives for our meeting are to share some ideas and strategies that are going to help us understand how to improve our students' academic and behavioral success. And we're going to try to decide on an action plan to best help us work to resolve these issues that we decide are of the most high priority at our site. So let's examine some of our school's most pressing issues. Based on recent interviews, some of the most pressing issues have been homeschool connections. And some people have mentioned that if we are to give consequences for undesired behavior, then sometimes those consequences don't relate back to home consequences. And we feel that there's an accountability piece that gets lost for the student. In addition, in regards to work, we give expectations for work and enrichment to be completed at home, and sometimes communication's not clear to the parents, so we don't get the results that we're hoping for. So our school's most pressing issue that we feel we can take some action step towards is social emotional learning. There's some pretty major issues at our site, and we feel that the students' lack of social emotional learning is what's causing unwanted behaviors. And we feel that teachers just don't have enough time to discuss these behaviors and collaborate together about strategies. And that relates back to the time that we feel we have or don't have. We also felt in prior interviews that teachers didn't have the ability that often to document what the unwanted behaviors were, so that we didn't have data to refer to. It's really important having data because it can lead to more powerful discussions and we can create more concrete action plans. What I'd like for us to do right now is to go into breakout rooms in grades K2 and 3-5, and I have planned out the breakout rooms for you. And we're going to try and prioritize this issue and what we could find solutions for. I'd like to encourage every member to speak, and if you can share your ideas out, I'll be listening in and I'll try to chart them out for you. The reasoning for having everyone share is that we all feel more a part of reaching this goal and finding a solution, and we think more critically about our goals that we've designed. Thank you for going into the breakout rooms and welcome back. Some of the potential strategies for resolution that I gathered when I was going through the breakout rooms were that the most pressing issues for action steps that we can create for SEL behavior is to create a designated collaboration time, possibly every 2 weeks, which is what I heard, with a form to fill out so that we could have some accountability piece documented. Another idea that was mentioned was to create an age-appropriate, really student-friendly document, and then the students can be more involved in seeing the frequency of the unwanted behavior. That could also be used whole class or to set classroom goals or just individual goals. And lastly, I also heard from other members that conferencing strategies would be a really great way to address issues in a timely manner with students. So we would need to learn some conferencing strategies. One document that I created is just a really simple collaboration document that we could use every other week to get together and discuss target students. It would just be very simply, each teacher could bring a student to the collaboration and we could fill out together what the data might be for those behaviors that we saw that were unwanted, and figure out if there was conferencing that took place and any strategies that we can brainstorm for improving the behavior that we are not finding is beneficial to our classrooms. This is a little more complicated form that I found through the Louisiana Department of Education. It's called an ABC chart. So if when documenting, you could just create marks uh, very quickly, stating what the behavior was, what was happening before the behavior occurred, so that maybe we can get an idea if there's a common pattern of things that the students are experiencing that cause the unwanted behaviors, and then what the consequence was after the behavior was, occurred. And then this is just something that we could also have in our classrooms, or we could refer to on a larger scale, maybe as a large chart for students. I just wanted to add that so you really have understanding that it's good to understand what happens before, during, and after an unwanted behavior is displayed. In regards to conferencing, I found a very helpful YouTube video that I'm just going to show a snippet of one teacher conferencing with students specifically in regards to behavior. And it gave me some ideas about charts to use and sort of good verbiage to use with the student. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Okay, Tempe, let's look at your week this week. I'm looking at my chart right here, and it looks like you have 5 0 days. That means you have 5 days with 0 or choice marks. You had all your homework done, you had really good behavior. So we get to stamp 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You reached 10 here, which means you get a reward today. Okay? Did a nice job with your goal. What is your goal?
Help your table, earn points, and follow directions.
Okay, and you did a nice job with that this week, and that's why you got your five stamps today.
So what I really like about this particular video is, one, she's speaking one-on-one to the student. She's using a very positive tone. She has a document for the student to refer to. She has a specific goal created for each student in regards to their behavior. And she also has a reward system in place, which is something probably we all have. So we're going to collaborate now. Once again, we'll go into our breakout rooms. And I just want you guys to be open-minded and honest. And please, in your K2, 3, 5 groups, consider some potential barriers that are going to affect these possible changes for us at our site. Remember to have each group member share. And I'll be going around also charting. It says to use a chart paper, but I'll go around in the groups to chart for you. Once again, it's very important to have each member be heard as we collaborate, because we just have a better understanding of what the opposition could be to reaching our goal and what kind of supports we need. Thank you. Welcome back. And I heard a lot of interesting ideas, but mostly they stemmed around the ideas, the potential barriers to our success, in that they would be having the teachers having a lack of fidelity to the program, and mostly to be providing the data that's going to help us, that's going to benefit us a lot, because it's going to be very time consuming. Another barrier was that the strategies are not clear enough in our mind, that we don't have enough training or professional development to help us learn a new system for behavior modification, and that possibly we might not have enough resources and support from administration. Let's once again collaborate about resources. This will be a shorter period of time. Break out into your groups, please. Thanks for taking the time to collaborate this one last time. Some of the additional action steps and resources that I heard were needed were to have some professional development to better understand conferencing with students, to also have some professional development to teach some strategies for documenting behavior and the actual documents themselves. Thank you for joining us. I hope that this meeting has helped us reach our objective of brainstorming some solutions and barriers to assisting with uh, diminishing our unwanted behaviors at our site. Can you please fill out the survey that I have sent to you? It's going to help me better understand how well this webinar met your needs and how we can move forward in the future. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good afternoon.